Good evening, everyone. Respected visitors. Today we are to present our project on water quality monitoring using RC board. We are thankful to our guide teachers, Assistant Professor Girish sir and Assistant Professor Sajida ma'am. Problem statement. As we all know, water pollution is nothing but the contamination of water bodies without being treated is being discharged into the water bodies. And we also know that water sources have become deteriorated, and this is becoming an adverse, alarming issue that our ecosystem and human life are getting adversely affected.
Water is an essential resource that we use in our daily life. Water is used for various purposes such as drinking, cooking, etc. So, due to the construction of flats or buildings, then waste from industries, then agricultural wastes actually pollutes the water, and it is a great threat to human existence as well as for the existence of fish and other living organisms. Now, specialists use a range of different techniques to put together results, including taking samples of chemical conditions and analyzing the sediments and to find the traces of metals, oils, pesticides, etc. Now, physical conditions such as temperature, turbidity values, etc., are also considered. Anyhow, at the end of the day, water quality monitoring is an essential part of keeping the planet healthy and sustainable.
Water pollution is a major challenge, and the report signifies with nearly 70% of India's water contaminated, impacting 3 in 4 Indians and contributing to 20% of country's disease burden. So, water quality monitoring are of two types: microbial measurements as well as physiochemical measurements. Next.
Objectives. The methods for water monitoring nowadays includes collection of water samples from various locations and bringing the samples to laboratory for testing. Our proposed method involves an RC board for the estimation of water quality. This method will help in the reduction of manpower involved in collection and testing of water samples. It will help us to minimize the time required for testing the quality of water. Here, testing of water can be done in the source itself, so there is no need for laboratory testing. The results that we obtain as an output of the test can be recorded in our cloud storage so that they can be used as a future reference. Test results can be sent as emails to the respective users so that they can use it at any time.
So the traditional method of monitoring water quality is taking the water from resources such as well, lake, etc. And each value or each parameter such as pH, turbidity, etc. are considered individually and using various processes such as distillation, microfiltration, etc. The major disadvantage here is it is very time consuming as we have to take each parameters separately and we have to treat each parameters individually, and it requires more human labor and it will be less accurate.
Moving on to our next literature survey, biological sensor system using computer vision for water quality monitoring. So in this paper, basically the activity of the fish is the most intuitive indicator. Water quality monitoring system based on the fish stress behavior, video sequence of fish behavior are computed, and then it will be analyzed in real time through computer vision to extract the motion parameter of fish for classification and early warning of water quality. So red zebrafish is basically taken for this experimental setup where rotation, position, velocity and body color of the fish changes is measured, and then it will be analyzed to check the water quality. That is nothing but to check whether the water water is normal or abnormal, or can it be used with contaminants or not. So methodology that is adopted in this case is computer image process technology to analyze the fish behavior, and a white balance pre-processing to track the target detection of the background modeling to eliminate influence of complex background, and long short-term memory neural network is also being used to classify feature parameter data of fish behavior in different water quality environment. The major disadvantage of this paper is that it is highly inaccurate, and it is not mandatory that all the fishes exhibit the same kind of a behavior. So the characteristics of the fish may vary, by which the water quality becomes highly not reliable.
Smart sensors for real-time water quality monitoring using ZigBee. The proposed system is used to measure water quality parameters such as flow rate, temperature, pH, conduction, and reduction oxidation potential. Here we use two types of nodes. We have a measuring node and we have a transmitting node. A ZigBee receiver and a transmitter modules are used for establishing a connection between the measuring node and notification node. The sensors here are connected to a microcontroller based measuring node, which processes and evaluates the collected data. And the measuring node transmits this information towards the notification node using ZigBee, and it helps to display to the as audio and video information to the users. Here, a warning hub is provided, which will produce a sound when the parameter achieve risky levels.
The major disadvantage is low transmission rate and it's not secure.
Autonomous water quality monitoring system using GSM. The system was established with the autonomous live animal response monitor toxicity biosensor, which helps to ensure uninterrupted surveillance of water quality monitoring. The aim of this proposed system is to develop a low-cost wireless water quality monitoring system. Here we measure parameters such as salinity, dissolved oxygen, temperature, and total dissolved salts present in the water. The major disadvantages are limited data rate capability and higher data rate. Since it can be accessible to multiple users, interference will be high in this channel. So these are the major disadvantages.
These are the tabulations done on the various literature surveys done. The methodologies compared are Wi-Fi, ZigBee, and GSM, and out of which Wi-Fi is the one that has been proposed in our paper.
So this is our proposed methodology where we will be placing our sensors on the RC board. Arduino Uno will be acting as an interface between the sensors and the display unit. Now the water quality will be measured on the basis of quality of drinking water. We will be measuring three parameters, that is pH level, turbidity, and temperature. So the pH level of a normal drinking water is 6.5 to 8.5 units, and the turbidity will be 0 to 5 NTU, and the temperature will be 30 degrees Celsius. This is our proposed block diagram. The parameters from the water is collected by the pH, temperature, and turbidity sensors, and it is given to the Arduino Uno controller. So the Arduino Uno controller is programmed using Python, and the standard water quality values will be given or programmed in the Arduino board, and the measured value is also sent to the Arduino board. From there, using the Wi-Fi module, it is given to the cloud, and from the cloud it will be displayed into the display unit that will be a mobile phone or a computer system or etc.
working. The main purpose of our project is to monitor parameters in lakes, reservoirs, rivers, etc. Here, we intend to plan to manufacture an RC boat which can float on the water, and it can simply controlled by the users itself. Our structure has a hull shape which reduces the resistivity of water flow and helps to maintain the stability of boat in the water. Water quality here is measured using different types of sensors such as temperature sensor, turbidity sensors, and pH sensors that are located on the boat to ensure real-time water quality monitoring. Here, sensors are interfaced to a microcontroller which is programmed using a Python language. The sensors interfaced with the Arduino board measures the values from the water. The Arduino board also has an inbuilt threshold value stored in the microcontroller. And when the measured value exceeds the threshold level, an alert message is given to the user. The Arduino UNO board makes a comparison of the measured value, and through using a Wi-Fi module, it gets connected to the internet, and the results are displayed in the cloud storage also.
Our construction of the RC board. The major materials required will be thermocol and forex sheet, or the plywood or the balsa wood sheet. The servo motor will be 1000 kilovolt ranging, battery from 5 to 12 volt, a propeller set, and the RC remote. The range in which the RC boat is expected to float is 100 to 200 feet. The dimension requirements can be 38 into 4 into 8 centimeters. The factors that we majorly considered in order to check whether the boat will have a buoyancy or not is water displacement and density. Water displacement, as stated, is whether if the weight of the object is less than the weight of this displaced quantity of fluid, the object may float. Density. Object, when it is having a density less than that of the water, can float in the water. That is the major objective. And the hull shape that can be adopted for the boat can be a V-shaped structure.
Here's the hardware and software requirements of our proposed system. The open source microcontroller board that we use is an Arduino UNO with a Node MCU ESP8266 Wi-Fi microchip to establish a connection to the internet. Here we use 3 types of sensors, that is pH sensor, turbidity sensor, and temperature sensor, that is DS18B20, used to measure 3 different parameters such as pH, turbidity, and temperature. The cloud storage that we used here is Dropbox, or we can either use ThinkSpeak. Dropbox will provide a storage space of free storage space of 2 GB that can be expandable up to 25 GB. Arduino IDE is the open source software that we use, and our programmable language that we use here is Python.
This is a simple flowchart based on our proposed methodology. Initially, we start, then we initialize the sensor, and then the sensor reads up the value. The result that has been sensed by the sensor is being sent to the Arduino board. The Arduino board has all the values that stores the value of the drinking water against which the measurements has to be compared. Then the comparison has been made. That is, if the stored value in the Arduino board and the sensed value, if the sensed value is greater than or less than the threshold that is being stored in the Arduino value, then we find that an alert message is being provided to the end user. And before that, the values that has been tabulated can be sent to the cloud storage, and then the value can be retrieved at the end user. If at all the Arduino, the value stored in the Arduino is equal to that of the value is equal to the drinking water quality, then the water can be safe to be used. And then there stops the flowchart.
The total cost estimated for our project is around 6,216 rupees, and This is our work plan. For the first week, we did a group discussion on our project topic, and during the second week, our project topic got finalized, and we just analyzed the causes of water pollution. Then we analyzed the literature surveys and the sensors that is to be used. And we analyzed the components that can be used to make RC board. In week 3, we had zero presentation that was held on 21/10/2020, and we analyzed more literature survey. In week 4, we had project discussion with our guide, and we fixed the components for the RC board and fixed the sensors, and we estimated the cost for our project.
These are the reference papers that we have referred to. Thank you.
Thank you.